What do I love about Brittany? Where do I start? She's one of the most amazingly thoughtful and just introspective person people have ever met in my life. You ask her friends, the people that she interacts with, like, she's always a joy to be around. She has friends from all walks of life, from you name the spectrum, and everybody absolutely adores her. She's one of a kind and impossible not to love. Brittany, sorry I missed you. I can't wait to see you walk down the aisle. I'm gonna do my best not to cry, and I know I will. But I'm looking forward to seeing you walk down the aisle with your beautiful dress and spend the rest of my life together with you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Early in our relationship, you started sending emails to me to an undisclosed address entitled Letters from Michael. These emails charted the beginning of our relationship and showed me a vulnerable side of you that I'd not seen. Months later, you gave the email password on my birthday. Out of the 45 emails, one stands out in my mind. It was simple and it was powerful. It was a picture of us sitting down at a country festival. All you could see was your legs crossed, cowgirl boots, my hand on your knee, and you holding my arm. The email read, "All in. I'm all in." You said it best 46 days after we met. Today I'm here to tell you, today and forever, I'm all in. From this day and every day thereafter, I promise to be your rock, to show you love and graciousness when we find ourselves in the darkest places. I promise to be the man that Blake thinks I am. to not let the shower run and to keep the chocolate pretzels off the couch. I promise to be your lover, your companion, your friend, and your partner in parenthood. I vow to always lend a shoulder for you to cry on and an ear to listen. I promise to honor and cherish these vows we make to each other today. I'm so excited for this next chapter in our lives together, one where we continue to grow as a team, learn from our mistakes, and continue to hold each other in the highest regard. Today I pledge myself to you, my love, myself, and you for the rest of my days.
Being with Michael is kind of like being reunited with a childhood best friend. It doesn't really feel like a union of two halves, but more of a reunion of something that was apart and is now meant to be whole. My favorite things about Michael is that he's made falling in love with him feel so easy and very safe. He never made me feel like a choice, but the only choice. And that made it very easy to trust my heart with him, because I knew it would be in very good care. And he's always shown me not a fair weather type of love, but a deep, very meaningful, a very deep and meaningful, beyond, I think, what we're gifted on earth type of relationship and commitment.
My sweet and thoughtful Michael, what a treasure it is to be here 3.5 years after you faithfully photobombed your future wife's picture at a Kentucky Derby party. The past few years have taken us all over the world together, making enough memories to literally last a lifetime. How blessed are we, though, that we still have an entire lifetime ahead of us. Before we look forward to what's ahead, though, I'd like to take a moment to look back. I have a secret that I've long been keeping. At a young age, I was granted the perspicacity to know if I were ever to be married, it would potentially be at a later point in my life. So I used that time to write to you. These letters started in the summer of 2012 and were left unaddressed. Over the course of nearly a decade, I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. 225 letters to be exact. I wrote from everywhere, the top of the Swiss Alps, the streets of Buenos Aires, the shores of Hong Kong, and everywhere in between. It was always important to me for my husband to one day be able to grow up with me, even if not alongside me, through my letters to him. After years of writing, you miraculously walked up to me on a warm night in San Francisco, ever so slightly familiar after that photobomb. Just enough to leave me wondering where I knew you from, but also certain we were strangers. 6 weeks after that day we met, the unaddressed letters that had remained an undeviating part of my life finally had their first and last recipient. Written on July 1st, 2018, I found you. It's you. It's always been you. Accompanied by a photo on the steps of our church in San Francisco. 6 weeks was all it took. You've often joked about how it took me over a month to hold your hand. And how I was so trepidatious to share my heart. The reality, I think, is within a few days of knowing you, it was as if I tripped and my heart fell out of my body and into your dusty cowboy boots. My only hesitancy was why it felt like I didn't need to get my heart back, why it felt safe in your care after just a few weeks. I've been fortunate to spend the past 3.5 years learning why. You are fun in the most silly, refreshing, healing, and unhindered ways. You champion me in ways that no one knows. You make my dreams and goals your dreams and goals. And when I want to give up on those dreams, you remind me who placed them there and why. Every time I lead and use my giftings, it's because you have released me, endorsed me, encouraged me, and said yes 1,000 times to who I am and what my divine purpose is. I am utterly fascinated by your brilliance and capacity to create so much beauty in my heart, in the world, and in the lives of others. There's still so much I have to learn about life, but this I know, you're so easy to love. Your irrepressible joy for living, combined with unfettered curiosity, has led to some of my life's grandest adventures. You're the first huge way that God has shown me how He provides immeasurably more than I could ever ask for or imagine. You continue to be God's greatest, most lavish gift on me, and are a living and constant reminder that He is a God that turns seemingly unremarkable encounters into life-changing moments. The intensity of your love has quite literally changed the trajectory of my life, and for that and so much more, I thank you. Today, I vow to celebrate and delight in life's smallest moments together. I vow to grow and evolve with you, to weather our storms with an indomitable spirit, and to honor, cherish, and nurture our union always. I promise to work hard towards having a marriage that flourishes with the ages, to choose to give grace and serve instead of demand, and work with you rather than against. I promise to forgive rather than hold grudges, and say yes to choosing you and us over and over again. I vow to grow with you rather than apart, no matter where that may take us, and to live a life that embodies what an amazing privilege it is to be your wife. Thank you.